Yes, I'm pretty sure we are all okay. So greetings also from here from Finland. On my behalf, I'm Harri, one of the co-founders of EduNation, and very excited about the Pathway to Finland concept and what it can offer for students. So it is a very suitable product for many who is looking for like the second chance, who didn't get a direct entry to a university, or even for students from the day one to choose this track to enter to Finland. I'm happy to talk a little bit more and also Ida about this pathway concept as it is. But before that, I think we have a very special guest, Peter, here, so I can introduce you a little bit of what you have done in your life. But Peter is one of the co-founders here as well, and a very strong spokesperson on behalf of the Finnish education. And some people maybe remember the mobile game Angry Birds. So Peter was the mighty eagle in that. So behind the success of the game, which became the biggest consumer product in the planet Earth. And also he has been involved in many other things. For example, the Slush startup event, and also chosen as the top 100 most influential people on the planet. So I took the privilege to say this on your behalf, Peter, but maybe you can add a few more things and also say your vision, why to come to study in Finland, and why there is also, you should never give up of your dreams and have the second chance.
So that was already like well put. So was the mighty eagle at Rovio, so the company behind Angry Birds for many years. And actually, now that you mentioned that, I think it's also like a great example of what you can do here in Finland. So if you look at kind of like the Angry Birds story and where that all started, it actually started as a student project. And Niklas, Kim, and Jarno, they were students here at Aalto University here in Finland. And they took part in a game making competition that I organized. I was working for a slightly bigger company called HP, so Hewlett Packard. And actually, this was all the way back 2003 when our friends at Nokia were still making phones, and they had come out with their first smartphones. So another like great success story, kind of like originating here from Finland. And I think that we have a kind of like pretty massive track record when you look at creating these kind of like world-changing innovations. So not only like Angry Birds and Nokia, but then things like Linux, MySQL, a lot of these technologies powering like the whole internet have been initiated here in Finland. But anyway, in 2003, then Niklas, Kim, and Jarno, they took part in this game-making competition that I organized. And they actually won the competition. And then after this game-making competition, they came to me and said, okay, like, Peter, we're students here at Aalto, like, what should we do now that we won this game-making competition? And then I said that you should do what you love to do, obviously. And I mean, that's always my advice also, to all the students here today, or actually everybody. It's not like just for students, that you should, of course, do what you love to do. And they obviously loved playing games, but also loved making games. So why don't you start a company to do what you love to do? And that's what they did. They started Rovio in 2003. And then over the following 6 years, they made not 1 or 2 or 3, but they made 51 games. And then 11th of December 2009, the 52nd game came out, and that was Angry Birds. So I think that's also like a good example of a couple of things. First of all, started as a student project. So if Niklas and the guys can create Angry Birds, here in Helsinki, there's no reason why you couldn't do the same, even while being a student. So here in Finland, it's perfectly okay to study and work at the same time. And actually, the universities here encourage you to do that. And they also encourage you to think about starting your own company. So I think that is also something that is quite different from many other places where, okay, you're supposed to like only focus on your studies, and why are you even thinking about doing your own company or joining a startup? You should go and work for like the government or a big corporation at least. So I think that's one thing. And then also that you can really like pursue your kind of like dream and like what you want to do. So I think that is also one reason why Finland has been ranked the happiest nation on the planet for like 4 years running. And it's not just, you know, like me or anybody else here on this event saying that, but it's actually the UN. So the United Nations have kind of been doing this ranking for like a long time, and Finland's been #1 now 4 years running, which is pretty good. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that we can offer fantastic education, obviously, but we can also offer fantastic jobs and fantastic opportunities. And if you don't find a job at an existing company, yeah, why don't you start your own and, you know, like make the next Angry Birds happen? So I think this is something that is very, very important, that you really have this opportunity to do what you love to do. And I think that is, you know, as far as I would say, one of the most important things if you want to kind of like live a happy life, that you're not forced to do something that you don't want to do. And also, like in general, I mean, if you look at then our universities, we have actually very, very good universities here in Finland. They're not all like, you know, in the top 10 of the global university rankings, you know, where you'll have like Harvard, MIT, and Stanford, and like Oxford and Cambridge and whatnot. But if you look at it a bit different way, I mean, we all know that not everybody can go to, you know, like one of the top 10 or top 100 even, like universities. But then you should also look at it a bit differently, that if you look at the what you actually will get out of the education. So if you do the ranking a bit different, you know, look at the delta, you know, the change, the improvement that you know, you go through when studying in Finland at one of our universities. If you look at it that way, then our universities are actually best on the planet. So we create the biggest learning, the biggest improvement in the students, and then, you know, after that you can go out there and do, you know, whatever you want to do. And I think that is something that is very, very important, that you actually learn like real skills that you can apply, you know, in your startup or in the company you end up working for, or, you know, like anything you end up doing in life, that it's really about picking up skills that are actually like useful. I think this is something that is very, very important and not maybe talked about that much. Okay, another thing here in Finland, probably noticed already that everybody here speaks English, and everybody here speaks English that you can actually understand, because, you know, we don't speak English as a native language here. We have Finnish and Swedish as the native languages, but everybody here speaks English. So that's also something that is very important for kind of like studying and living here in Finland, that it is actually very, very easy. And not only easy, it's also very safe. So I think this is something that also is an important point, that, you know, you can walk downtown Helsinki middle of the night and you'll be safe. And that's something that you can't say for most cities and many places, that it's actually like a very, very safe environment. And that's something that, of course, you can like, or we all appreciate, and especially, you know, like the parents appreciate that. So it's kind of like a good sales argument if you need that for your parents. But yeah, so I think that overall, I mean, we can offer a very good environment, and an environment where you can actually be what you want to be. And I think that's something that is super important, like always. So yeah, that's kind of like maybe the most important thing here. And I could go on and on for hours, but yeah, I think that from my perspective, can highly recommend studying, living, working here in Finland, and like the whole finest Bay Area that you see behind me. So we have Finland and Estonia and Sweden, and we're known for having the highest number of startups, highest number of unicorns anywhere on the planet. So basically more than you know, Silicon Valley or China, or like name any of the hotspots. And we have more success stories per capita than anywhere else, which is, of course, like a good start. And we need a lot of more talent and more you know, inspired like young people to come here and help build more success. So that's very, very important. So you're very, very welcome to come and study here. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Peter. I think in the agenda, it was my turn next, and that was very well used 10 minutes. Thanks for that, and very inspiring indeed. I think I can also continue a little bit from my perspective, that how I see this suitability for students, what kind of opportunities there is, and how and why we came up with the pathway to Finland concept, what it can offer for the students. Then I give the floor for Ida, and also finally for Katie, our great teachers here, and also we have a very inspiring words, I believe, from our current students in the pathway. But the whole thing that because now there's the pandemic at this moment going on in 2021 still, and last year we figured out that any students, if they wanted to have any like Finnish education, they needed to do that online. So we thought that why not, now is a good time to establish this pathway program, because students anyway need to study online. So let's try to make it as affordable and high quality same time as possible. And now we are happy to have this first batch of students studying currently in online. And at the same time, we are developing the whole program and establishing also these local study hubs in different countries in the world, so you can study that also in the future at the campus environment in your home country, and then continue with the guaranteed access to Finland. So the pathways have been in different countries for some time. In Finland, it hasn't been that long yet, and there hasn't been like a systematic way how to do it. So we thought at EduNation that let's discuss with some very good universities here and see that if they could agree to have this program so that you can start your studies at your home country with affordable fees and get the guaranteed access to study, continue your bachelor education then in Finland, and moreover get most of the credits, or even if not all the credits, included to your degree. So that was the whole idea behind. So we are now pioneering with this, and very happy about it and happy about the results. And as Peter said, there is a great opportunities in Finland, but also there is a demand like both sides. Like Finland really needs young people. We are an aging population, and even though being the happiest country in the world, we are not making enough babies. So there is also one good reason why we need more international talent and also more diversity. So there is a great need in Finland, and it means also that more and more every year there is job opportunities available for young people, and also during your studies already you can do part-time work. And then of course it's the global mega trend that students are going more and more to study in different countries and have international education. And Finland is widely known as having the best education system in the whole world, but we haven't been there like the first thing in students' or parents' mind, that where I will send my kid to go to study in the future. It has been usually like Australia, UK, America, so on. But now Finland has a really edge here, because we are having better education. First of all, it's more affordable, and we are having a better living standards, and we are the happiest nation in the world. So there is no other country who is able to provide all these for students. But I think also that now this is also a webinar for students who maybe have not been accepted right away to a university in Finland. So there might be like small gap that, okay, some like the grades or some skills that you have at the moment didn't qualify enough for you to enter to a university. But now there is a second chance for it. And we know that within these 3.5 months in this pathway program, you are able to ramp up your skills enough so that you can enter to these progression option universities that we are having at the moment. I believe 7 universities and more will be included. So this is even better, because you have now freedom to choose between these different universities, different tracks, that which one is your favorite. And as long as you just perform enough well in your pathway, you get the guaranteed access. And it also means that it's much more affordable because you don't need to pay the full tuition fees of the pathway that you usually need to pay. That said, I think I let Ida now you to take the floor and explain maybe a little bit more in detail still what it is and how to do it, how to get hold of a Pathway to Finland program.
Perfect. Thank you, Peter and Harri. So now I will talk a bit more about the program and how it actually works. So how you can get guaranteed admission to study in Finland. So this Pathway to Finland program has been designed for international students like you to help you prepare for university entry. So you will study with us for 1 semester, and after you have completed your studies successfully, you may continue to bachelor's degree studies in Finland. And bachelor's degrees typically last between 3 to 4 years in Finland. Our universities in Finland also recognize these pathway diploma studies. So this means that your study credits can be also partly accredited as part of the bachelor's degree. So this way you are already kind of getting a head start on completing your bachelor's degree, and you will be a bit ahead of other students when you go to Finland. We have many partner universities in Finland. So this means that after completing our program, you can go to one of these universities to study. So you will be asked to select your preferred university degree program during the admission process or within 1 month after the program has started. Here you can see all the universities we work with. Clermont Business School is our partner in France. So if you happen to be interested in studying at one of the best business schools in France, you can also go there through the Pathway program. But all the other universities are located in Finland. So we have lots of great universities to choose from. And now, if you start your studies with us in September 2022, you can continue to programs that start in January or August 2022. Then a bit about studying with us. So all of our study courses are delivered online through this online learning platform called Clanet. So Clanet is a Finnish online learning platform. It's basically a website where you can access all your study materials, your lectures, you can discuss with the teachers, you can discuss with other students. It's a very interactive platform. These studies are full-time studies, so you will be a full-time student. We will also have some live lectures every week. So approximately 7 hours per week, you will be attending live online classes. Then the requirement for you to be eligible to continue to bachelor's degree studies will be that you need to reach a passing grade for all the study courses. And we and our teachers will, of course, do everything we can to make sure that you can pass all the study courses and then go to Finland to study. Here is just an example what your weekly schedule could look like if you choose to study with us. So there are quite a lot of self-studying, so it's a very independent program, so you will learn a lot about time management skills and so on. Those are also very important skills when you study at a university. So this way you will also get prepared of kind of the study methods that we use in Finland anyways. Usually you will have either like 1 or maximum 2 online classes per day that you will be joining live with your teacher and other students. Then there might be some meetings, for example, if there's a group work with your group work members or meeting with your tutor and so on. So it's a full-time study program. The main objectives of this program is to, first of all, help you improve your English language skills. And maybe our teacher, Katie, who is here today, she will talk a bit more about this after my slides. So she's our English teacher at the Pathway Diploma program. Then besides the English courses, there will be preparation studies related to your chosen study field. So for example, if you go study business, you will have some study courses in business, in mathematics that help you prepare for your major. And then besides that, we really want to help you develop your academic study skills. So what this means, for example, time management skills, critical thinking skills, these kind of core skills that are needed when you study at the university in Finland. We have at the moment 2 different study tracks available. So there's a business track, which is a very general track. And in fact, we have many other programs that are not related to business available as well. So for example, tourism, nursing, artificial intelligence, these kinds of programs are also available through the Pathway to Finland program. So here you can see just the list of all the programs. You can also find the list on our website at edunation.co, and there you can also read more about each program. At the engineering and technology side, we have also many programs available at different universities. For example, LUT University's bachelor's program in technology and engineering science, one of the highest ranked universities in Finland, is available through the Pathway. If you're not sure which program or which university you would like to go to, do not worry. We will help you make the decision. You can book a free counseling session with us. We will also be happy to meet with you and discuss your options. Here you can see what the spring or the upcoming fall semester would look like if you join us in September. So the application period is open until the end of August. So there is still plenty of time to apply. The studies will start on the 6th of September. And that's also around the time when you should also start thinking about the destination university where you would like to go. Then about halfway through the program, if you have been doing well in your studies, you will already receive an official conditional offer from your chosen university. So this means that you can start the residence permit application process. And then you can go to university in Finland in January or in August 2022. I believe many of you might be interested in the options that are available in January 2022, because this means that there will be no gap after the pathway. You will be graduating with your pathway studies in December and then going to Finland already in January. So here you can see the programs that are available starting in January. So we have Satakunta University of Applied Sciences in Finland. They offer international business and also a nursing program. Then we have Kajaani University of Applied Sciences. There we have more programs available, for example, international business, esports business, sports and leisure management, and tourism. And then we have our newest partner, Tampere University of Applied Sciences, also available. So they have a program in nursing and also a BBA program in entrepreneurship and team leadership. I see someone raised their hand. So if you have a question, please go ahead. We also have a Q&A box where you can also type your questions, but I see it's Harry who has raised the hand. So please go.
Yeah. So thanks, Ida. So actually another question, but a comment related to Tampere University of Applied Sciences. I just wanted to give a detailed information related to this BBA business program. So that's very special. And just that you know, there is also this influencers track available. So we are having people who are currently influencers joining also this program. So for example, the biggest influencer, Joalin from Finland, who is having like 5-6 million followers online, is joining that program. So there is and more will be joining also from different countries. So you have a chance to take part studies with them and together form a team where you are working together with the superstars and do tasks related to running like an influencers company as well. So that is like one specialization area. You can still learn also this traditional entrepreneurship and team leadership and business skills, but there is a track option also for very special program.
Yes, thank you for adding that. Yeah, that's very true. It's a very interesting and completely new program. So it's a very, very good choice if you're interested in what influencing might mean or these kinds of topics. But yeah, then you might be wondering what are the admission requirements for this Pathway to Finland program. So the admission process is a lot easier than what it would be when applying directly for university. So all you need is your high school diploma. If you haven't graduated yet, it's okay. You can submit a temporary certificate. So as long as you graduate before the studies in Finland would start, that is okay. And then we will need your transcript of records and some proof of your English skills. So this proof can be, for example, a Duolingo English test. So it's a test that you can complete online. It costs around $50 US, takes 1 hour to do. So it's very, very easy and convenient way to do this English proof. Of course, we accept all the traditional certificates like IELTS, TOEFL, and so on. So on our website, you can see a complete list of all the accepted certificates. The required level of your English depends on the destination university. So some universities require a slightly higher starting level in English, while some universities are, for example, okay with the IELTS 5.0 level. So this required level is lower than what it would be when applying directly for the university. So our goal is to help you improve your English skills up to the entry level. Yeah, here are 5 reasons why you should join the program now in September. First of all, we offer this very flexible learning method. So you can start the studies from anywhere in the world, in your home country. So it's a very, very easy and convenient way of studying this online program. The second point is that you will be able to ease the process of applying to universities. So no IELTS required. You can skip entrance examinations, entrance interviews, and so on. And also after the Pathway program, there's no further testing or anything like that required. So the process is a lot more easier when applying through the Pathway program. Also, when you apply to study with us, you will receive your admission within 24 hours. So you will know right away if you will be accepted to the program or not. We also are very particular about the third point. So we will only accept partner universities that can recognize our studies and give you guaranteed entry to the university. So all the programs will guarantee that you will be eligible to start your studies at the pre-selected university once you have passed all the study courses. So unlike many other Pathway programs, our program can guarantee this. And then, of course, the Pathway studies is also a way for you to save money on tuition fees and living costs. So our price for 1 semester of studies is only 1,500 euros, which is way lower than what it would be when you would be doing a semester in Finland. And then lastly, we also offer this possibility to transfer these credits towards your degree. So we even have some universities that fully accept all the Pathway credits, so 30 ECTS worth of credits. So this means that you are already completing the first university semester online, and you will be ahead of other students when you start your studies in Finland. So yeah, now I would like to encourage you to apply for this upcoming September intake. And of course, if you need further information, we are more than happy to answer your questions here. So apply now, but there is still time until the end of August. So if you still want to think about different options, right now we have these 2 study tracks available in engineering and technology and in business. And as I mentioned, it's also possible to apply even if you don't know which destination university you want to go yet. Yes, studies will start now on the 6th of September, and then finish on the 17th of December. And after the pathway, you can go to programs starting either in January or in August 2022. But yeah, this was my part in very brief, but I think now we can move on to the most interesting parts of the webinar today. So we have our teacher, Katie Shannon here. So she's our English teacher. So she will share a few words about her experience in the program. And after that, we will have one student also joining us. So please, Katie, go ahead.
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Katie, and I am the teacher for the academic communication reading and writing, as well as academic communication speaking and listening program for this pathway program that we have. What I do is I have a combination of live class sessions every week and also pre-recorded class sessions that you can all watch on your own time throughout the week. And these courses, along with the other courses that you may be taking during your pathway program, are all aimed at preparing students for undergraduate studies in an English-speaking university. And what we try to do in all of these courses is equip you for full participation and engagement with your studies once you are in Finland or whatever university you choose from the Pathways program. And we also try to build awareness and understanding of the core values and expectations of academic culture and provide you with practical strategies to apply during your studies. Specifically in the course that I teach, you will learn how to do things like develop your communication skills, speaking, writing, listening, and reading to help you achieve success in your university studies. For example, some of the things that our students can do after completing the course, specifically my courses, is to recognize the importance of communication in communities of practice at university, understand context of communication and expectations for when you're in university, be able to clearly express yourself across a variety of different contexts in a variety of audiences once you're in an academic setting. So all of these things that you will learn will prepare you for your studies. Hopefully, I'll have the opportunity to work with many of you in this Pathways program, especially in the future, should you choose to take part in it. I think it's a really, really great program. From the students that I've been working with specifically during this current program, it's really amazing to see the developments that they made, specifically confidence in English that they've made that will prepare them for success in their future studies. So hopefully you will all choose to take part in this program because it really will help you with your future long and short-term goals and dreams.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Katie. And so far, at least the feedback from our students has been very positive towards your teaching. So thank you. Yes, so now we also have a student here with us. So Chen Suchin, I hope you are able to hear us. So yes, we can see you now. So please go ahead, Suchin.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me. My name is Chen Suqing. I'm from China and I'm working in Singapore now. I'm joining Education Pathway Program. For me, there are two reasons to join this program. The first one is I need to improve my English and academic skills. The second one is I can get the guarantee access to the university in Finland after I complete the program. I am going to study nursing in Satakunta University of Applied Science in Finland. I just finished the first period of the pathway program last week, and the second period just started yesterday. I feel so surprised because my English skill improved sharply by taking this course. To be honest, I had taken other English course before in Singapore, but I still didn't have any confidence in English, especially English writing. But now, through taking this course, I'm no longer afraid of English writing anymore. And I found out the difference between these two English course is the last one. The last one aims to help me to get a good grades in the exam, and Katie is more focused on helping me to understand what is the meaning of every step or every step of the study. I think this is the best way for me to improve my English. And yeah, all the teachers are quite friendly and supportive. So I don't afraid to ask the questions. Also, I don't afraid to ask for help when I need it. Teachers know how to help me to figure out a certain problems, and it can motivate my learning interest. In this program, many students come from different countries. They have different culture. We can learn from each other, and also, yeah, all of this can help me to prepare for the starting university. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining and sharing your experiences. And you have been doing so well in your studies so far. So we're happy to have you move to Finland very soon.
Thank you.
Yes.
May I ask now, when I have a chance to talk with Jen, it's great to hear about your experience, definitely, and of your progress. And I'm just like curious to know that what are your kind of expectations and your wishes when you are coming to Finland, and are you like getting more excited after every month because it's getting closer and closer when you are flying to Finland and maybe meeting your fellow students also in Finland? Is that something you are looking forward?
Yeah, actually at the beginning, yeah, just like what you say, I'm planning to study in Australia or New Zealand, but one day my colleague called me, tell me, why you don't study in Finland? That is a great country and have the great education system. And then I search online. I think, wow, the affordable tuition fee and the high quality education system, and also the environment. I think is very like friendly, natural, and yeah, environmental. I think that is the I'm sure if I can study in Finland, that is a great experience for me. I can learn a lot of.
Very, very true. And for example, in nursing, we have a big demand for more people. And like at this moment, I think there's already like 20,000-30,000 empty jobs in nursing, and that's not the only field, but that's like certain that it's guaranteed job at good salary. And if that's your passion also to help other people, I think it's a great match between you and Finland. I'm sure you are going to have a great life in Finland. Peter, you have also been traveling a lot in China before the pandemic, and so how do you see like the fit between Chinese students and Finland?
Yeah, I think that the nice thing here is that unlike many other places, we don't have tens of thousands of Chinese students here yet. So I think that that's kind of like a bit of a problem that I see in many places, that you kind of like have too many Chinese students, and then we all know what happens, that then you kind of like end up or you end up like hanging out with, you know, like the other Chinese students, and you know, that's not like very helpful for like, you know, learning more English and learning in general. So I think that's one thing. But then we have quite a few Chinese students, of course, here, and I think that we also have a pretty big Chinese community here in Finland. So yeah, I think that also says that provide like a great experience, and again, as I said, you know, not only fantastic education but also fantastic jobs. And I think that that's kind of like always important to keep in mind. Yeah, I think that Finland is a good place for Chinese students too.
Thank you.
Anything, Jen, that you would like to say for students who are now online or thinking about different opportunities? What would you like to say to them about the pathway and Finland?
Yes, actually, I'm not good at to manage my time. I have a full-time job in Singapore now, and yeah, at the beginning, I also afraid of I can't finish the course, because yeah, like every study for me is quite heavy and stressful. But after I taking this course, I found out that I learned a lot. Is except not only the language skill, or also I can manage my time, self-discipline, because I can write down all the schedule on the calendar and plan my time. After my work, I can back home to study. I think it's quite busy. Sometimes it's a little bit tired, but I more enjoy this study, because every day I think every day I am improving my skill, and also the way is quite new for me. I can fully understand what to do, what I'm going to do. That means, in other words, I can work hard, study hard, and also sometimes play hard.
Yeah, that's life. That's what life is about. And I think in Singapore, in China, people are very used to kind of study hard and work hard, and sometimes even too hard. But what we aim in Finland is that it needs to be fun. You need to enjoy of your studies as well. And that's the way how you are learning. If you enjoy, if you are interested in the topics, that's definitely the best way to learn, not just memorize things. How it's often done in many Asian countries. So great job, Ida and Katie and all the teachers in the program.
Yes.
Yes, actually, it was part of our orientation to academic studies course to like learn how to study smart, not hard. So it was kind of like a new concept for many students, but I think now students are kind of getting the hang of it and like getting used to the Finnish learning style. So it's going to be very helpful when you actually end up going to Finland. It's easier to adjust after doing this pathway. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to write them in the Q&A box. We have still a few more minutes time to go through those here. But also, please feel free to contact us after the webinar And also, if you want to have a free counseling session, you can book that on our website, and our experts will help you decide which program is the right for you. So please feel free to do that as well. And we are, of course, hoping to see many of you in our upcoming September intake.
If there is no questions coming at this point, I would like to mention that anybody then coming to Finland and after the pathway, we are happy to also organize at EduNation a get together, so you are able to meet each others and have a nice start for your journey in Finland. Me and Peter, I'm pretty sure we would be willing to and happy to take part as well. So let's see when this can be organized, but we want to make this as a tradition then to meet our students whenever you land to Finland. There's a question, I guess.
Yes, great. I see we have a question. So what are the students' homework or assignments like? And that's a very, very good question. So the student is asking if we could give an example of that. So perhaps Katie, could you elaborate a bit what kind of assignments you have been doing with the students?
I have a little bit of background noise, but for homeworks and assignments, usually I give extra readings that go over exactly what we learned. So it's helping students to learn the same topics from a different angle. Usually there's also assignments that go over exactly what we learned in class and potentially build on what we've learned in previous weeks. So maybe in week 3, you'll have homework that encompasses week 1, week 2, and the new learnings of week 3. Homework can be 6 or 7 short multiple choice answers, or it can be something where you might have to type half a page. For example, in our reading and writing class, our big final thing is a final paper.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. And yeah, of course, the assignments depend on the subject. So for example, in mathematics, you will do lots of different exercises at home. We also have lots of like additional materials and assignments that you can do that help you practice. We also have had some group work. So you will be meeting with the other group of students in your own time, prepare presentations and these kinds of different assignments. So it very much depends on the course that you are doing. But that's a very, very good question. Thank you so much for that. And then we have one more question. So after this September pathway diploma program, when is the next intake for a pathway program? And yes, that's a very good question. So if you don't want to join, or if you can't join the program yet in September, you can join us in the spring semester. So the spring semester will start in March. So yes, there's two intakes in a year. So always in September and then beginning of March. So I hope if you can't join us in September, I hope to see you in our March intake. Then there is one more question, whether it's possible to work at the same time while studying the pathway program. So I think Suchin actually already is a good example here. So she's working full time. As she mentioned, it has been a bit of a challenge sometimes. So of course, since it's a full-time study program, maybe reducing your working hours would be a good idea, but it is definitely possible. I don't know if Suchin, if you would like to add something to that.
Yes, it's not easy actually, to be honest, but yeah, you must manage your time. Also, I have a good manager and good boss. I talked to them. She approved I take leave, half day sometimes, and annual leave, non-paid leave to attend the course. But yeah, based on my job is done. Yeah.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
I think it is, if we think that it's only still like a 3.5 months pathway. So if you work and study smart, but also a little bit hard during that 3 or 4 months period, then there's a big reward after that, because you get the guaranteed access to Finland. Then you can concentrate on your studies, but you can also do a part-time job in Finland. So many students, like local students or international students, they do work also during their studies, and it's completely possible, but it's not maybe like full-time job. It's usually something like 10 to 25 hours per week. And with that around 20 hours per week work, you are already getting enough money that you are able to pay your living, your eating, but also your tuition fees. So in Finland, that is a pretty okay salary, even for a kind of student level jobs.
Yes, that's very true. And of course, all work experience is always very helpful when applying for jobs in the later life. So employers will appreciate that when they see you have already some work experience. But yeah, we have one more question that we can take here. So does EduNation also help in getting admission to master's program at Finnish universities? So yes, we do. So at the moment, we do not have a pathway program that leads to master's studies, but you can apply directly to master's studies if you already have a bachelor's degree. But if you don't, then you can first complete the bachelor's degree and then apply to master's studies. Actually, also we have some universities that also, when you are accepted to bachelor studies, you are also automatically accepted to master studies, for example, at LUT University. So you do not even need to separately apply for a master's program. But it depends.
Yeah, and actually need to correct a little bit that at LUT in their economic or business program, there is a pathway available in this master program. But yeah, it depends. If you have already done your undergraduate, you could apply like directly via us to the master program, or then you can do this pathway for 1 semester, and then you only need to do 1.5 years after that at LUT. And it's in a business and international business and entrepreneurship, this program.
Yes, thank you for adding that. It's a new program, so I already forgot about that. But yeah, that's a very good option if you're interested in studying at the top 200 business school in Finland.
In the world.
The world. We don't have that many universities in but yeah, I think the time is now up. So I would like to thank all of our panelists for joining today. And if you have any final words that you would like to say to our students, please go ahead. Yes, I guess Harri, you have something to say.
I think this has been very, very good. And if I would be a student and looking for opportunities abroad, I think this would be, any case, a perfect opportunity, like affordable and guaranteed access. And as was already mentioned here, it's not only what you are learning for getting into a university or what you are learning for your kind of a degree, but also that you are learning for life. And that's what it's all about. Like at the end, we are learning for ourselves, not for the grades, not for the university. That is the most important thing. And it was very nice to hear like student perspective here. But Jen mentioned about how she has gotten like confidence to speak, confidence to learn. And this is exactly what Finland can offer. We give students, everybody has a chance to become anything they want.
Yes, exactly. So we hope to see all of you in our pathway program. So please do not hesitate to contact us if you would like some more information, or visit our website at edunation.co. But yeah, thank you everyone for today, and I wish you a very good rest of the day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.